The anime begins with Himari Kino turning off her phone alarm, but her cat Maroda isn't having it and licks her awake. She panics, thinking she's late for her first day of high school, but a quick check of the time calms her nerves. She's right on schedule, though still groggy. After getting dressed and saying goodbye to her mom, she meets up with her friend Miki Mizuguchi at school. They've been classmates since elementary school, and Himari is thrilled they're together again this year. Miki is excited about the opening ceremony because her sister's band is performing, and she insists that they sit in the front row. Backstage, the band's stand-in singer and guitarist, Yori Asanagi, is a bundle of nerves. Usually comfortable singing alone, the crowd's anticipation sends her palms sweating and Mom spaghetti. Despite her fears, once she starts singing, her performance captivates everyone, especially Himari. Completely mesmerized, Himari can't take her eyes off Yori. When the band finishes to resounding applause, Miki snaps Himari out of her daze, eager to hear what she thought of her sister's bass playing. But all Himari can talk about is Yori, confessing she's fallen in love at first sight with the cool and pretty singer. After school, the band celebrates their successful performance. Aki Mizuguchi, Miki's sister and the bassist, praises Yori's singing and offers her a permanent spot in the band. Yori refuses because she is still nervous performing in front of a crowd, so the drummer, Mari Tsutsui, asks how Aki managed to convince Yori to play for them. Aki reveals she bribed her with a cute limited edition kitty pouch. After that, Mari teases that she can offer even better cat-themed goodies in exchange for Yori to join their band, which Yori replies she will consider it. When Kaori Tachibana, the pianist, learns that Yori also composed music, she encourages Yori to write them a love song, but Yori admits she's never been in love and wouldn't know where to start. Mari jokingly tells her to get out there and fall in love, leaving Yori bewildered as she wonders how she could possibly find someone now. At the shoe locker, Himari spots Yori and can't help but scream out a compliment about Yori's performance. Yori gets really nervous and humbly says she made a lot of mistakes and her singing wasn't that great. But Himari doesn't see it that way at all. She straightforwardly tells Yori that she fell in love with her at first sight. Yori is taken aback, unsure if she heard right, but can't help finding Himari's bright, cheerful smile absolutely adorable. As Himari dashes off in a flurry of excitement, Yori stands there, stunned, as she realizes love might have just found her. The next day, Yori tells her bandmates about the first-year student who confessed her feelings, causing quite the stir among them. Aki teases Yori, asking how she feels about her little admirer, which makes Yori blush and sheepishly admit that maybe, just maybe, she might feel something for Himari. Now, the band urges Yori to think about what to say next. Should she say, "I love you too," or suggest they start dating? Yori finds all the suggestions embarrassingly forward. Meanwhile, during lunch, Himari excitedly tells Miki about her encounter with Yori near the shoe lockers, describing Yori as super cool and tall, or maybe she's just short in comparison. Miki shares that she learned from her sister that Yori is in class 3A, not involved in any clubs. Miki mentions that Yori likes to sing alone on the school roof after classes. That afternoon, while Yori contemplates her feelings, she decides to grab her guitar and head to the roof, hoping to clear her mind and maybe come up with a love song. Unbeknownst to her, Himari, driven by the desire to hear Yori's voice again, is also making her way to the roof. When Himari finally reaches the roof, she can't contain her excitement and shrieks upon seeing Yori. Yori wonders how Himari found her and even knew her name. Himari reveals that her friend Maki tells her all about Yori. Yori is a bit creep out but is happy she came. Gathering her courage amid her nervousness, Yori returns the confession, saying she also fell in love at first sight. She thought her feelings were mutual, which should make Himari really happy. But Himari's reaction was unexpected. She thought Yori was saying she fell in love with singing at first sight, and that's why she joined the band. Yori was left speechless. It dawned on her that Himari wasn't in love with her, she was just a huge fan of the music. Yori felt embarrassed, realizing she had totally misunderstood the situation. However, as Himari introduced herself with a bright smile, Yori thought her smile is super adorable. She quickly got herself together and asked Himari if she had come all the way up here just to hear her sing. Himari eagerly replied she'd come every day if she could. Yori was shocked at first, but soon realized Himari didn't mean it in a romantic way. Yet, she couldn't help but feel excited, playfully declaring she'd make Himari fall even harder for her with her music. The next day at school, Himari couldn't wait to tell Miki about her rooftop encounter with Yori. She was surprised when Yori greeted her first, causing her heart to skip a beat. Yori tried to act cool, promising to see Himari later on the rooftop. Yori later shared everything with Aki, who wasn't surprised since she knew Himari admired Yori as a fan, thanks to her sister. Yori felt she had to be careful not to come on too strong, but wanted Himari to see her as someone cool and dependable. Her bandmates teased her non-stop, with Mari even joking about booking a luxury cruise for them once Yori finally asked Himari out. That afternoon, as Yori walked up to the rooftop, thoughts of seeing Himari made her incredibly happy. But she wasn't prepared to find Himari already waiting there, having rushed up as soon as her last class ended. Himari was so eager to see Yori, Overwhelmed by the affection, Yori found herself caught in a whirlwind as Himari chatted away about her day. Yori listened, captivated by Himari's enthusiasm. When Himari, noticing the time, she apologizes, but Yori is happy just chatting with Himari. Himari then pleaded for Yori to play just one song for her. Yori felt a mix of nervousness and excitement but agreed. As she sang, reflecting on the misunderstanding that had brought them here, Himari was mesmerized. Yori realized, watching Himari's captivated expression, that her feelings were only growing stronger, no matter the misunderstanding.